We're here for the second Champions Clash. You are Puffers on pole from Revo and Oscar Falstad. BT Dragon Sonic starts 4th from Marcus Nelson and Elijah Houghton. Quantum Todoroki is 7th from Lawless Chaklerk and Remy LeBeau. Then it's Sparks YT15 down in 10th from U-Cable and Awful Catfish. Akari Lopez is 13th from Rodney Sola and Tenali Gabo. Then it's Daph Sanchez. Sebastian Ocampo down in 17th from Linus Eriksson, Jonathan Sims, Einet Babner Sr., Max Bortka and Salos Kynes. Returning to Nigeria with you Puff on pole. Revo is 2nd with the home driver in 4th. All 5 lights go on. And the Champions Clash in Abuja is underway. Good start there from Revo off the line on those soft compound tyres. Heading down into turn 1, he edges in front of the Scotsman. Goes a little too deep and they're into the wall. Falstad's been collected. And a 5-second time penalty has fallen in the way of the Norwegian driver. Big pile up further back as Revo gets it back onto the track with front wing damage. Your Puff has to drop down to 19th. Revo dropped down to only 13th, but from 4th on the grid to 1st on lap 1, BT Dragon Sonic now leads the Champions Clash in Abuja, his home race in the ERL Champions Clash series. If you're wondering if points are being calculated for this series, no, but if you want to calculate them, do so yourself. Make your own FGC. As now you can see the Nigerian running the final turn. He's 1.4 seconds in front of Oscar Falstad, and he's growing that lead ever more. Elijah Houghton, the number 13's old teammate, he's definitely trying to close up to Falstad here. BT Dragon Sonic the fastest opening sector. It's a very short lap here in Nigeria. They thought it was a perfect clash location just for that fact. And honestly, considering the calamity we saw down at turn 1, I can't disagree with them. This place is dramatic in all of the right ways. It's also quite a tight circuit, even for a track of its caliber. It's very tight. As you can see, especially in this final sector, usually you can only fit one car through there. Fastest lap is a 47.6 set by the Nigerian who leads the pack. Ronnie Sola setting a 16.1 for his fastest 3rd sector. Sub 20-second sectors, they aren't few and far between in the ERL. They are impossible to find. Quantum Todoroki setting a 14.1 first sector. The only place where you find lap time similar to this is like, as Sanchez puts, a 14.1. You only find these types of sectors in Spielberg or Indy. But for both of those tracks, they're larger than this place and a lot faster. And the laps are also just longer in general. There's no real comparison. But the top 3 effectively holding position as the gap between 1st and 2nd grows. Sparks is trying to get past Catfish here, but I don't know if he'll be able to do so. Puff has dropped all the way down to the back of the pack. His clash here in Nigeria has ended. Eriksson, contact with Revo there. They kept it relatively clean, but someone hasn't. They've cleared up the track though. Salos Kynes hit the wall. And that was why we had that brief yellow flag period. Babiner Sr. now on the back of his former teammate Revo. The 43 never being able to take the championship in the ERL, although he had many an opportunity to do so. Lap 5 of 7. As here comes that 43 car, side by side, and now in front of his former teammate if he can hold on, but he can't, out of the race. Oh, spin and upside down for Revo, whose clash is over in Nigeria. And the full course cautions come out. Oh, that was a bad one. He really did just hit the wall, and his teammate Bortka hit him as well. Went into the side of his car already, as it's declared to be out. But the full course cautions have ended as we get back under green. His laps absolutely fly by. And it's weird to think for BT Dragon, this is not something he probably expected to win. Will go down as technically his latest win to date. As Nelson still defending. Sola's gone off. Rodney Sola is in the wall as we're on to the penultimate lap. Akari's also off. The two drivers who have run the 10 out of the race. Goes Akari Lopez. Further damage there. I think that was to Tonelli Gabo's front wing as we're on to the penultimate lap. You can see the pack is effectively splitting up into two halves. But the two drivers who have run car number 10, both of them champions, have come together. Solar, of course, running the 5, as that was the season where he won the championship. And I don't really think that I can name that many drivers in the ERL who have run car number 5. Doubt you can name too many drivers who have run car number 6 either. I don't know if the 6 is in use right now. Very interesting, the numbers of the ERL. Elijah Houghton in the 30. Defending from Marcus Nelson as we are on to the final lap in the Champions Clash at Abuja. As we go on board with the 50, and you're beginning to see this train form up. The attack mode train. It's something that you never see in the full-length ERL race in Abuja, but you see it here today for one reason, and that's just because the race is so much shorter. No one is managing their tyres, and you can tell that just by the 13 leading the pack with the fastest second sector. Houghton has stolen that one from him, but he won't steal this. B Dragon Sonic takes victory in the Abuja Clash and takes a fastest lap of a 45.9. Falstad is second at the line. Houghton does not take the fastest lap. As we ride on board with Tonelli Gabo, you can see Sanchez in front in the number 72 Power Motorsports car. Can't get in front. And Kynes coming across the line now with your puff behind him. This is your podium with B Dragon Sonic in front of his old teammate Elijah Houghton, and the man he took, the man he filled in for in season 22, and the man he effectively stole for season 23 to aid Revo in that 4th championship, which did end up arriving. But as for the rest of your finishes, you have Chicluk, Todoroki, Catfish, Falstad, Sparks YT15, and Remy LeBeau in front of you Cable, the top 10. Outside of the top 10, you've got Ocampo, who won the Clash in Rome from Ericsson, Sanchez, Babinett Sr., Borkar, Sims, Kynes, Sola, Uapuff, and Gabo, with the non-finished being Lopez and Revo. And with that, your second Champions Clash ahead of the Race of Champions has been completed. Thank you so much for watching this. Subscribe if you liked it. Hit the dislike and say mean stuff in the comments if you didn't. Please don't, it hurts my feelings. But with all that said, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys next time when the ERL returns.